In this talk about meditation, I would like to elaborate a bit on what meditation is and what can be the use of meditation. Firstly, we have to explain where the word meditation comes from, because there are many interpretations of how to meditate, also many forms, many ways. So here we talk about the Pali word bhavana. Bhavana means development, cultivating, producing, also becoming, a process of arousing mental states. So it means a personal, intentional effort over time with respect to the development of that particular faculty in the mind. So here we can say that bhavana means transformation from one state of mind into another state of mind. So therefore it is important to be aware of why do I want to meditate? What is my motivation to start with meditation? In the sense of bhavana, transforming. Buddha in his days mainly used the word bhavana and not meditation, because bhavana has a great relevance and connection with how we grow the crops, how we have a natural, everyday state of mind, and it is related to soil, to make soil fertile, to plant a seed, to have something grown and bear fruit. And this is the way Buddha used bhavana, like a farmer who is growing his crops. And it also means that there is a certain kind of hope in bhavana, in this kind of meditation. And this example of Buddha's use of the word bhavana, because it suggests hope. No matter how fallow it has become or damaged something may be, a field can always be cultivated, can endlessly be enhanced and enriched and developed to produce a favorable and nourishing harvest. So this is a wonderful example of how we can use meditation, bhavana, to develop our mind, even if there is a disaster, even if there seems to be there's no hope, even if something is destroyed inside, something is damaged inside in our mind or in our emotion or in our relations to others or other connection with the world outside. Bhavana is a wonderful path and method which gives hope that there is endlessly a field inside to be cultivated and to bring a wonderful crop in a new season. So this is the wonderful explanation that Buddha used for the word bhavana. Meditation is in the Western world more related to contemplation, to relaxation, to momentarily concentration, for instance, with mindfulness or vipassana. But that is more contemplation. That is different from the explanation I just gave about why Buddha used preferably the word bhavana. So we should be aware of this difference. So that's why we have to also to be aware of what is my motivation for bhavana, to transform something in my emotions, something in my way of thinking, something in my mental attitude, to change this into a fertile ground and to annihilate, to weaken, or maybe sometimes destroy those feelings and thoughts that are so a disaster for me, and maybe for me in relation to others or situations, like sadness, anger, resistance, ill will, offending, hiding, being afraid, being offensive, being jealous, being lonely, being afraid of life or myself or others or situations, being overstressed, being overworked, being lonely, being so there are so many emotions and patterns of thinking that destroy our happiness. And we keep on running around in these patterns of who bring us happiness, which is the first and the noble truth of Buddha, so first and second noble truth of the Buddha. We run around. And meditation is one of the third noble truth, that there is a way of liberate myself and bring inner peace, inner harmony. And that is outside, apart from wisdom, contemplation, analyzing the causes of suffering, we can also use the bhavana. And so it becomes a part of the Noble Eightfold Path. And all this is meant by Buddha to be of help and be of a source of hope, source of creation, of an inner world or outer world of peace, happiness, compassion, love, self-esteem, and to destroy and alleviate the negative factors. It is a way of liberating ourselves and to develop all the wonderful dhyanas of limitless love, limitless compassion, limitless joy, and equanimity. Equanimity means not being dominated by attachment, aversion, and ego. And therefore also this limitless metta will arise, the kindness, the friendliness to everybody. So this hope, this field to be transformed in our mind and emotions is so wonderful and so full of potentials. So that's why meditation is, bhavana, is one of the possibilities. And there are of course many ways, many techniques of meditation. And here the basic and most important, because it is the basic meditation, is the Samatha meditation. Samatha, sa means to bring to peace, to calm down, to let it rest. Sama. And ta means abiding. So samatha means abiding in the calm, peaceful nature of the mind, free from all the causes and conditions, as I explained before. In Tibetan they call it Shine. Shine, Shi is also same meaning, bring to peace in all the obstructions and disturbances and suffering, to calm down, to rest in the nature of the mind. And Ne means abiding. So this is a wonderful state that can, the Samatha meditation, calm abiding, which refers to this beautiful nature of the mind, and which I explained before. So, and the basis of all meditations is the concentration. Concentration meditation is not the same as Samatha. Samatha is calm abiding, and for that we need concentration. But it does not mean that Samatha is concentration meditation. Samatha means calm abiding in the nature of the mind, with all its potentials. And for that we need concentration, and we need also insight, the transcendental wisdom. So if we talk about calm abiding, then of course we have to ask, where is this calm abiding? Is there a place where we can abide in calmness? And in the Mahayana and Vajrayana Buddhism, we call about the Buddha nature. And this Buddha nature is the enlightened mind inside everybody. And this enlightened mind, this is free, is liberated from causes of suffering and conditions of suffering. And it is ultimate peace and enlightenment and liberation of causes of suffering. So this is the mind. So calm abiding means calm abiding in the nature of the mind. Calm abiding in the Buddha nature, so to speak. And consciousness is different. Consciousness means what it says. We are conscious of something, and that is consciousness. So being conscious of something, what is this something? This is an object of our meditation, breathing, or an object outside. And we are conscious of a subject, which is a person outside us, or situations outside us. So as soon as we are aware of what is happening outside through our senses, then consciousness arises, then feelings arise, and then mind, thinking arises, mental volitions arise, our awareness arises of the situation or the person. And in the alaya vijnana, the storehouse consciousness, there is an endless, innumerable storehouse of conditioned reactions on what we experience and what we are aware of in the outside world. So all these conditioned reactions, they bring us temporary happiness and they bring us suffering, for instance jealousy. And this is all conditioned, programmed kind of reactions. And we continue to establish and use them again and again and again. And if there are patterns from suffering, then we create suffering again and again. If we create happiness, then the happiness will disappear, and so on. And this is what we call samsara, the endless wheel of turning the same patterns. So this is conscious. As soon as there's an object or subject or situation outside, then inside we react through feelings, emotions and thoughts, mental patterns on the situation. So where the calm abiding is not in the consciousness, because this is always restless. They're always changing, always different, every moment of the day. So we cannot find any calm abiding in the consciousness, in the contact with the outside world or in contact with emotions and thoughts. We only can have this calm abiding in the mind. So the mind weakens all the suffering and brings them to an end, and in combination with transcendental wisdom, and brings us inner peace. And consciousness is accelerating, is enhancing of the suffering patterns and the impermanence. So this is about bhavana, meditation, calm abiding, and what we need is a technique. We need a method. Bhavana is a method, and we need a path. Why do I want to meditate? What do I want to transform in myself? Not in others, but in myself. So this will be my path of meditation, and we need a technique how to do it. And basically, we need a concentration object. For instance, the breathing. There are many, many, many ways, methods for using the breath. Breath is neutral. There's no ego. We cannot be attached to our breath. We cannot resist our breath. So it's neutral, a very good topic for meditation. On the outside, an outside topic, we have to be careful what kind of topic we use for concentration. If it is a Buddha, then it is fine. If it is a flower, then it is fine. But if it is a person I love, then it brings all kinds of associations, interpretations, feelings, and so on, and then we are distracted. So take a beneficial but neutral object. And we have to do many short sessions a day, maybe 10 minutes, 2-3 times a day, because there is nothing in our life that we will accomplish immediately in one moment. Everything we want to accomplish, have to learn, we need time. Repeat, 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 repeat. So for that we can be relaxed, to take time, not to stress, not to have high aims, not to have self-criticism, and we need patience to develop this wonderful path, which is so near and so beautiful. So we need technique, concentration, and we need trust. If we need trust to know and to see and to feel that there is a wonderful soil in ourselves, our Buddha nature, and that we are very powerful and very protected when we destroy or annihilate our causes of suffering, and that we let grow some wonderful fruits of happiness and joy and love and good compassion and metta, kindness and equanimity. So we have to trust this power and this potential. Without trust, we will not accomplish anything. And in this way, bhavana meditation is a very wonderful method and a path to be protected in this world of woe, this world of suffering outside and inside. We are protected. We are far more independent of all the disturbing emotions and thoughts inside. We are protected against enemies from the outside, those people and situations that threaten our happiness, our body or ourself. So we are protected, we are powerful, and we are independent. Because we create ourselves those possibilities and potentials. We let them grow and flourish, and they make us stronger, and they make us independent of these suffering emotions, independent from what other people do to us. independent from separation, and how the painful reaction on that, and so on and so on. All the painful, threatening feelings and situations, which in the old way destroyed our happiness for maybe a long time. Through this bhavana, motivation and aim and technique of calm abiding, we are independent. So it is worthwhile to try. But of course, everybody has to choose for him or herself. Nobody can do this, can bring us happiness, lasting happiness, other than we ourselves. Thank you.